Welcome to Essential Style. Remember that intro? I might bring it back. 3 categories of jackets that you're gonna need to stay comfortable, warm, dry, and stylish this season to take you all the way from early fall into the cold depths of winter. Let's get right into it. All right, so the first jacket we're actually gonna talk about is going to be none other than the lightweight jacket. My pick is actually the blue field jacket that I've had for a couple of years. This is from Banana Republic. They have unfortunately discontinued this model, but it's nice, it's lightweight, it fits well, it's long, it's water resistant, not waterproof, but it's water resistant. I got this jacket on sale a couple of years ago, at least 4 years ago. I think I paid about $120 for it, so it's definitely lasted for a long time. I wish they would bring it back because it just really fits well and I really enjoy wearing it. So, lightweight jacket, what do you want? You want a jacket that doesn't have any sort of liner or any sort of insulation. Think of it as a jacket that you can wear on a 75-degree day and not be super hot and super sweaty, but you can wear it all the way down to the mid-50s. I particularly like jackets that have some sort of water resistance because that way you can just throw a small umbrella in one of the pockets and then it's not going to actually ruin the jacket if you get caught in the rain while also keeping you a little bit drier. Like I said, this particular jacket, it's water resistant, but after about 5 minutes of heavy rain, it does soak through. Now I did wax this jacket, but I have not worn this jacket in the rain yet this season, especially since I've waxed it. So next time it rains and I'm wearing this jacket, I will see how it does and I'll let you know. Now since we're on the subject of lightweight jackets and rain, this is actually my trusty lightweight rain jacket that I wear pretty much whenever it rains. This particular jacket is from LL Bean. It's their trail model rain jacket. LL Bean jackets are the only jackets that I can find that are actually truly waterproof. If it's monsooning or it's downpouring out there, this jacket is going to keep me dry. It literally never has soaked through. A lot of times what I do, especially when I'm going out in New York City and I'm taking my camera to do some filming or vlogging, I actually go ahead and I just take this jacket, I crumple it all the way down into this. It's nice and lightweight. I throw it in my backpack and I'm good to go. This has become one of the most essential jackets that I own. Now I even use this jacket in the summer because it is so lightweight. It's almost too lightweight. It doesn't have any structure on it. However, it is a great jacket. Something like this that's lightweight, packable, and truly waterproof is another great option. This jacket is actually the reason that I have not worn my field jacket in the rain because I know that this one's gonna keep me dry if I'm caught in a downpour. Another jacket that I've really been enjoying, it is a lightweight jacket, lightweight as in like, doesn't weigh a lot, is the LL Bean PrimaLoft Packaway jacket. There are other brands that also make these jackets as well. Anything with the synthetic down, like Patagonia, North Face, REI has a couple. And you'd also get some cheaper options. I think Hawk & Company from Macy's sells them for about 40 bucks. Just be aware that the cheaper options aren't going to hold up as well. They may still be warm, but they're not going to be as water resistant. And if you're like me and you like to crumple these jackets up and throw them in your backpack, it's not going to be as tear resistant to anything else that may be in your backpack alongside that's rubbing against the material. Now, this jacket has become one of my favorite jackets and a staple in my wardrobe. I really enjoy wearing this jacket. I like the navy blue color and I also like the orange accents. Orange accents mean you cannot dress this up as much as if it were just all solid blue or black. However, I do really enjoy the orange accents on it. It just kind of adds a bit more of character to an otherwise plain jacket. Now another option for packable down jackets, instead of the synthetic down, you can go with natural down, real down. Those real down jackets are going to be a little bit warmer than the PrimaLoft synthetic down. However, it's not going to be as water resistant, and if down gets wet, it's not going to actually keep you warm, whereas if the synthetic down gets wet, it's not going to lose its insulating properties. Also, the natural down is not going to pack up as small as the PrimaLoft or synthetic down. So if you're someone like me and you like to crumple it up and then throw it in your backpack and not take up as much space, I would definitely go with the synthetic down. I just find it works a lot better for me. Now, if you like the style that I'm wearing, the navy blue with the orange, they make some in red and some other brands I'm sure have some contrasting zippers. It's going to be a bit more fun, but it's not going to be as formal or as versatile as a solid black one. Yes, I have the exact same jacket in 2 different colors. First, I got the black one just because I wanted the most versatility, and then I got the one that I was just wearing, the navy blue with the orange accents and the orange on the inside. So for colors, I would say either go navy blue, you can get the contrasting color like I just showed you, or you can go with the all black. If you want the most versatility and you don't want to think, just start with all black. The black definitely works with just about anything. It's the most versatile color you can get. The next style of jackets we're going to talk about is actually a medium weight jacket. Think between 60 and 40 degrees. That's where these jackets are really going to excel. So for these medium weight jackets, I have this navy blue quilted jacket from Twillory. I got this jacket about 2 years ago. It's actually got a little bit of a stretch to it. In the navy blue, you actually also have this nice leather piping right there. This jacket is actually quite a bit warmer than my field jacket that I can wear in the early fall, for example. But it also is long enough to wear it over a suit jacket or a blazer. And I just find that it's nice and comfortable. It's also water resistant as well. It does come with a detachable hood. The hood just goes in here. It's got some magnets. So that is actually a nice touch. You've probably seen me wear this jacket in a couple of my videos, walking around, filming, vlogging in New York City. I really have enjoyed this jacket. However, if I didn't have this jacket right now, I probably would not buy it again. And there's two main reasons why. Number one, it's blue. Blue is my favorite color. However, dark blue jeans, light blue shirt, and then the dark blue jacket actually matches a little bit too much with the dark wash jeans. So if I was going to do this again, I would probably go with the black jacket just because I find that I'm warming up to black jackets. At one point I wanted nothing but blue jackets. Now I'm actually starting to see that it's nice to have a bit more of a variety in your wardrobe. That way it doesn't clash as much. And also the look of the navy blue quilted jacket, it can just look a little bit too old school, a little bit too traditional sometimes. So the black might look a little bit more modern, a little bit more sophisticated. And the second thing is also this collar. This collar tends to just fall on an inside on itself on it. So it goes out and then it just ends up curling up like that. Not a look that I like, and sometimes this jacket just does it and I can't control it. If I close the jacket and push the collar out like that, I really like that collar. I like the stand collar look. However, if I don't touch it, the collar ends up just folding in on itself, and this is a look that I personally cannot stand. Now what I would probably do instead of getting that medium weight jacket again, that Twillory quilted jacket, even though I've really enjoyed it, is I would probably just go ahead and layer my field jacket over my LL Bean Primaloft jacket. And now this is actually probably going to be a little bit warmer than just that single medium weight jacket that I was just wearing. But this allows me to have less items in my wardrobe and also get a little bit more use out of two jackets that I already have. It's a little bit less convenient to put on two jackets constantly and take off two jackets. However, this is going to be just as warm, if not warmer. And now if it's actually a little bit of a cooler day, maybe it's starting to get like late fall, early winter, and it's raining a lot, this is actually a look that I rock quite a bit. Layering the LL Bean jackets together, the rain jacket and the Primaloft jacket, actually can look really nice and give you a nice versatile outfit, since that collar still frames your face in a nice way. And while it is not as dressy or formal or stylish as the field jacket or the quilted jacket, it's not too far off. But you're going to be just as warm as with the quilted jacket. And you're also going to be nice and dry if you get caught in a downpour. And finally, the third option that you're going to want to have in your wardrobe is that heavyweight jacket. I'd actually recommend two heavyweight jackets. I'd recommend a bit more of a dressier version of the heavyweight jacket, like this peacoat that I'm wearing, and maybe something a bit more casual. We'll get to the casual functional option in a second, but this peacoat I've got from Schott NYC, and it has got to be my favorite peacoat that I've ever tried on. It is super warm, it is just super sleek, it's got a lot of room in it, but the nice thing about peacoats are they actually build up your shoulders and slim your waist. And if you get it in a longer length, you'll be able to wear it over your suit or sport coat in the winter, keeping you both warm and stylish. Now there are a lot of peacoats that I tried on before I settled on this one. This is my favorite one just because it's made from 100% wool. I actually looked at a lot of peacoats from Macy's way back in the day when I was shopping for peacoats. There are a lot of options, but the ones that are slim, they're a bit too short. The ones that are long are just not as warm. A lot of peacoats are not as warm. This particular peacoat from Schott NYC, since it's 100% wool, it's definitely super, super warm. And when wool gets wet, although it may not smell the best when it gets wet, it does retain its insulating properties. So it's going to be okay if it rains or snows. Yes, if it's raining or snowing, you're going to have to bring an umbrella and some other accessories, but it's going to keep you super warm and dry, especially compared to other peacoats. And also, don't forget that top coat that I have from Suit Supply, not warm at all. You really couldn't bundle up. Whereas this pea coat like this, I should say rather, you could wear a scarf and a hat. You can bundle it all the way up. And now you're good to go as far as a wool jacket is concerned. So a nice, warm, quality wool jacket that is long enough to cover your suit or sport coat, because that's what you want from a wool jacket. Wool is more formal and more dressy. This is something that you should have in your wardrobe if you want to keep stylish, warm, and dry. All right, so there are a couple of downsides to the pea coat. First downside is it looks big and billowy if you try to wear it open. So you pretty much always need to wear it closed, which is not a big deal. I always wear my jackets closed anyway. I just kind of slim up your silhouette a bit better. But you always are going to need to wear a scarf, gloves, hat, and an umbrella with this jacket. So what if you want something a bit more functional but still looks just as good? Enter the classic parka jacket. This particular parka jacket I got a couple of years ago. It is the J. Crew Nordic parka, and it has got to be my favorite jacket that I've worn probably of all time as far as winter coats go. So this jacket, you can see, it's just as long. I used to wear this jacket over my sport coats all the time when I was going to work in Manhattan, and I'm pretty sure for the winter I did wear this once or twice over a suit. So this particular parka doesn't have any branding on it, so there's no LL Bean, North Face, nothing like that, which keeps it versatile. You could actually dress it up a lot more than if it did say LL Bean or if it was branded. You can wear a parka jacket like this open. You could also zip it up, obviously, and you've got the bottom zipper. That way it's just a bit easier to walk around, but then you also have some pockets. But the great thing about a parka jacket like this is, since you've got that hood, you're covered if it gets super cold and you don't have a hat or if you don't have an umbrella. So as far as a grab-and-go jacket, this is the jacket that I rely on if it's 40 degrees or below. And one thing that I find with this jacket, which is also lined with Primaloft, that synthetic down, is if it's 40 degrees or below, I can just grab it and go. I keep some gloves in the chest pockets up here. I usually keep a hat just because I like a hat, but I've been able to just grab this jacket as it is, as you see it, and if it gets super cold, I can just throw my hood on, go ahead and zip it up, and now I'm pretty good. And this is something that I can't do with the pea coat, because if my head gets cold and I don't have a hat, I'm SOL. With this jacket, if my head gets cold and I don't have a hat, I'm okay because I have this hood. This particular parka jacket does have a zip-off fur lining on the hood. I do wear that fur lining more in the later winter and the super cold weather, just because it looks pretty awesome actually to have that fur collar. It's synthetic fur, it's not real fur. It doesn't do much as far as adding warmth to the jacket. However, it's just nice to have kind of almost two jackets in one. This can almost stand in as a mid to heavyweight later fall, early winter jacket. But you put on that fur lining on the hood, it's also going to give you a second look, which I think is great. So I really enjoyed wearing this classic parka, and I would say definitely look into brands like LL Bean. Shot NYC has some. J. Crew just released this one. I think they came out with black. Black again. Black is versatile. It's easy. Black is the best. If you don't know what to get black jackets because they're going to work with everything. You can even see this jacket does have this stand collar. So while it's not as slimming as the pea coat, it is pretty stylish, and it is going to keep you warm and dry and stylish. Not quite as stylish as a wool jacket like the pea coat, but it's very good for what it is. All right, so some honorable mentions. We talked about the wool jacket, the wool pea coat, but then we talked about the functional cold weather jacket, the parka. Suit Supply actually makes a wool parka jacket that is hooded. So think pea coat and parka that I just showed you together. If I was in the market for another wool jacket or another nice jacket like that, I would seriously consider that over a pea coat, just because I like having that added security of the hood in case I lose my hat or I forgot my hat. I tend to get very cold ears and a very cold head in the winter. So being able to cover my head easily is a big plus. Only thing is that Suit Supply jacket I think is like $600 or $700, so it is not cheap. Now, other jackets that I didn't mention, leather jackets. I had a leather jacket, I didn't like it, it didn't fit right, it was heavy in weight, but it was not warm at all, and I couldn't really wear it in the rain because it's not waterproof, so it wasn't worth it. Also, a jacket that I really like and I've been looking at for a while, but I'm not sure if I'll ever get it, is the trench coat. I had a couple of trench coats from Banana Republic. I'm just going to wait till I can afford a Burberry trench coat just because I've tried it on quite a while ago. And as far as the way it drapes and then the figure, it actually looks the best. And you want to be really careful with those double-breasted jackets like pea coats and trench coats, because they can look boxy, and if they flare out on the bottom, they can start to look feminine. No good at all. Now the trench coats are great for those transitional seasons. You can wear them like, let's say, 60 degrees to 40 degrees. So they're kind of like that lighter to medium weight jacket. However, for the price you're going to pay, the price that I would pay for a Burberry trench coat, and to only be able to wear it down to 45 degrees, but still it has all the shortcomings of the pea coat, whereas you're going to have to carry an umbrella all the time, a hat all the time, gloves, scarf all the time. Whereas if you just invested in a nicer parka jacket or a nicer medium weight rain jacket, it'd actually be a lot more functional and make a lot more sense. Gonna wrap it up right here. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it helped. As always, I appreciate every single one of you watching. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.